Most companies that I know of are reducing the number of women being employed under them due to the rise of fake #MeToo cases. Men are now being considered as the best option when the matter of employment is being considered, due to them not thinking of every small incident as molestation or harassment. In offices that have a male boss, a woman is not even entertained as a maid. Male alternatives are being considered instead. This has made women desperate for jobs and are lowering the salary demanded by them to seek employment, yet they are not being given employment. Similarly, some coaching class teachers are also trying to reduce the number of girls in their classes because of the large number of false Me Too cases being issued by female students. Funnily, the wage gap issue was mostly unreal till the Me Too movement came up. But now, it is going to be a real issue, with women desperate for jobs and reducing the salary they demand for employment. First off, I don't support any #movement. They're basically all just virtue signaling, pretending to make a difference to make yourself feel better while doing nothing more than retweeting something. And Me Too is a bit worse. This movement might have started with good intentions, but intentions don't matter all that much. It very quickly became about ruining the lives of men. Yes, some of them were guilty and probably deserved bad press. But which ones? How can we tell the innocent from the guilty when they're all treated the same? Why are we treating accusations as facts? This movement has taken us away from innocent until proven guilty. And that's a damn shame. We have that for a reason. We realize that the appearance of guilt is not the same as actual guilt, especially when we're talking about things that happened decades ago. On top of all that, Me Too has become legitimately anti-male. Males who come forward with their own Me Too stories are ignored or ridiculed. There have been numerous articles telling men to sit down because the movement is not about them. This never was a real movement. The Me Too movement was a face-saving act for Hollywood. It's no freedom or liberalization movement. Hollywood has been like that and will continue to be like that, at least in the near future, not because they are bad people, but because that's how things work in Hollywood society. Not all celebs are like that. People with talent may not be. The truth is, everyone knew this, including Oprah Winfrey. But nobody came out openly just because it's not a rare act. Many people do it in Hollywood. Harvey Weinstein did what he did because people kept silent for so long. Everybody was busy making money. This is somewhat similar to the Tiger Woods sex scandal. Most people knew about Tiger, yet he was portrayed as a saint in the global media. Also, most people don't mind this as well. People know what Hollywood society is like. Relationships are nothing but short-term benefit contracts in Hollywood, and are glamorized in all sorts of ways. Yet people love it for the same. I guess we are hypocrites too. Another example is Jennifer Lopez, who has used all sorts of men, and is still marrying and dating men young or old. She's 50 years old. Madonna did the same until a few years ago. Kim Kardashian changed men for fun as well. Yet all these celebrities are the style icons, the big league. Why? Because people like all of that. When a creep like Harvey Weinstein got caught and someone took a stand, seemingly everyone started being indifferent, just because maybe the deal didn't materialize. We have to accept that Hollywood is not the ideal society. Far from that, actually. It's the opposite. Both men and women, humans, from Hollywood society are at fault, especially with such fake face-saving acts.
I lost my $140,000 job just because of an accusation. There was no due process, and the HR sided with her. The good part, I got a $170,000 job after 3 weeks. I am disillusioned with women now. I have a specific set of rules that I follow. I never touch my coworkers and never allow them to lay a finger on me. I rarely attend work-related parties, as they are boring, plus, under the influence of alcohol, people do stupid stuff. Every meeting will be recorded. Only a handful of co-workers who I trust have my personal phone number and are allowed to call. Every time a girl comes to my desk for help, I bring another of my male co-workers in to share knowledge. But it's mostly as a witness that I'm not doing anything wrong.
99.9% of my work duties are performed in one room. As a male victim of one luckily unsuccessful accusation, there was another female witness. I work in a professional field where 95% of my coworkers are females, and there were some unwanted advances from them in the past. I have set up my own camera without the knowledge of anyone that records everything 247. I don't give a flying fuck about the legality of this. However, my life is on the line, and I have a family to take care of.
Since the Me Too movement has made it clear that it is not too bad to be abused by women for selfish purposes, I avoid women wherever possible. I no longer work with them unless I am observed doing so by other people who have already proven that I can trust them. I no longer do business with women. I do not stay alone with them in the same room, and I do not go alone with them in the elevator. I do not go out with them, and I only look for male business partners. The risk for my own life from the moral unscrupulousness and vindictiveness of women has become too great for me. It is therefore a kind of life insurance to leave women alone. I would not help women who are in need anymore because she could thank me for my help by accusing me of sexual harassment, which would have very bad consequences for me. I also recommend all other men to avoid women and let them solve their problems themselves. For many years, feminism has claimed that men only harm women. Now, women are free to try out what happens when men are no longer interested in women and leave them alone with themselves. Delivered as ordered, have fun with it.
Women in the workplace where I am have a lot of power, and they even complain to the president about the most petty things, like people clocking in early so he needs to change that. People who they dislike are due for a raise, but they make a policy against them getting one. And what he does is he gets it done. He doesn't let anyone know, he denies offering a raise, he denies that you have been responsible or professional in your job, and he denies doing anything for you because you're on bad terms with the chronic complainers in the office. Now, I've noticed that a lot of the females in the office relax and talk as much and as loud as they want. Any guy that does that gets called out or humiliated in front of their peers. If a female is crying, everyone runs to her aid, spreads remorse, prays for her, offers her food, and gives her hugs. If you're a man crying, they tell you to stop being so sensitive and take it outside. You have to literally hide in the restroom or your office to let out your emotions in exile. Nobody seems to care about the fact that men are being overworked and can't say jack about it because the females claim they're lazy or don't work hard enough because they don't sweat the small stuff. Females in my office don't do much when you see them walking around starting convos that take hours to finish, have no work but ask you what you're doing, or even glare at you instead of saying hello because they think they're a deity. This is already a long answer, but it's giving many women too much power in the workplace and many tend to abuse it.
Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Remember to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.